guys, welcome to a 30-minute row HIIT class. I have called this the anti-row, not because we're not going to be rowing or not because I'm anti-rowing, because you know I'm pro-rowing, but because we're going to focus our time off the rower on working the opposing muscles that aren't really worked as much when we're rowing. So rowing does work 85% of the muscles in your body, as you know, but there's a focus on the pull with the upper body, so it's a lot of back and biceps, and then the push with the lower body, so it's quads and glutes. So we're going to focus on those opposing muscles when we're off the rower. You do need one weight and make it as heavy as possible. This is not really a weight resistance focused class at all, but that weight is just going to be a tool for us to kind of work those muscles a little bit better. Here's what's going to happen. You've got 2 rounds of work, and each round has 4 1-minute work sections with 20 seconds of recovery in between. And we'll go through those each round twice. After we finish round 1 2 times, then we'll take a 1-minute break before we start round 2. You're going to alternate between 1 minute on the rower and 1 minute on the mat, 20 seconds of recovery. I will show you the mat exercise right before we do it. I'll actually show you the first one in a second here. And then they're going to be the same for all of round 1. We do it twice, same exercises. All of round 2, we do it twice, same exercises, and then a burnout of about 4 minutes at the end, where we're going to kind of go just almost like an AMRAP. Actually, I guess it will be an AMRAP. Anyway, grab one weight, have it handy, grab your mat, grab your rower, obviously, and we're going to get right into this with a 3-minute warm-up, and then I'll show you that first exercise we're going to do. Okay, so go ahead and strap in. We're just going to do a nice warm-up here. Oops, it's not in. All right, nice easy warm-up, about 2.5 minutes. Keeping it light, keeping it easy. Shoulders down. Take a second to just relax into that form. It's easy to start a workout and be kind of tense, like ready to go, all worked up, but I'd rather you start it kind of relaxed if possible, especially when you're rowing. You don't want to have tense hands, you don't want to have tense shoulders, which of course is where we hold a lot of our stress. Keep it going. Turn that up just a little. Think about that 1 count drive. Push. Recover, recover, push. Recover, recover, push. Finding your rhythm. About 1 more minute here. Taking time to just notice anything that you feel is off. Maybe your grip is too tight. Maybe you have a crick in your neck. Just kind of notice. Exercise that we'll do off the mat is one that works on the hamstrings and the glutes. Yes, the glutes do work a lot in this push, but it's a little bit different to work them in a pulling exercise. So I told you before, muscles can't push, they can only pull. But all muscles work to facilitate different exercises or different moves, right? So the muscles themselves are pulling as we push out. So the push is the motion, but the muscles are pulling. And it's very confusing, and I don't really have time to go into more depth on it, but let me show you exercise number 1. We are going to start at the, let's actually start at the right end of your mat. Right end of your mat, you're going to skate 2 times. Low, 1, 2, then we're gonna work on control, holding it, coming down into a one leg deadlift, and then back again. 1, 2, control, freeze, one leg deadlift, left hand touches that right foot, and that deadlift is working the hamstrings into the glutes as I pull up, okay? So we're gonna have 1 minute of that. We're gonna just work the right leg. Next time through, we'll work the left leg. But first, I want you to get back on your rower, and I want you to set it to 1 minute. This 1 minute is all yours. So depending on how you're feeling today, what you want to have happen today, you're gonna go all out sprint as fast as you can. Maybe you're gonna decide that you wanna do as much pressure as you can, and your stroke rate's gonna be a little lower. Either way, I want you to focus on getting that split time as low as you can in whatever way that you feel like doing it today. You know me, I hate a sprint, so I'm gonna really focus on moving a little slower but with a lot of power. See how I can kind of master that a little bit more. So go ahead and hit your center button, guys. Pick up that handle. We've got 1 minute of work right here. Let's go. Remember, it's easier to drop your split time low by moving your body faster, but at some point, you're going to run out of that speed that your body can produce. And you've got to really rely on the power. So I'm going to really try to work on that power, harness that power, and drive it a little slower stroke rate. Getting my split as low as I can. We've got 20 seconds to go, and then 20 seconds off before we head into that first exercise. Almost there. All right, 20 seconds off. Breathe. Come down to the right end of your mat. Take a little breather here. Remember, we're going to skate 2 times. You'll land on that right foot. You can always tap the floor if you need to. Left hand comes down, woo, touches that toe. And you go again. Sit low, here we go. 1 skate, 2 skates. So we're also moving laterally, which is something that is an anti-row, right? Rowing is all forward and back. So moving side to side is working those outer thighs, the abductors, to push us from side to side. You can always do our staggered deadlift by keeping that left foot on the ground, on the tippy toe, just like that. Little less balance work, little less work for that right hamstring. Your call. Almost there, guys. Pull those abs in tight. Keep it going. Stay with it. Woo, you've got 10 more seconds. Come on. Or don't fall over. That's another option. Falling over. And rest. 20 seconds off. All right. You guys hop back in your rower for the next round. I'm going to show you our next exercise. It's an uneven push-up. So you're going to hold the push-up either in the middle or on the head. If it's a, whatever that's called, octagon, whatever. Push up right here onto your toes. And then I just want you to extend and kick like you're doing the triceps kick back. No weight. So I'm just going to lift my elbow up by my ribs, extend, and back to the push-up, okay? So using those chest muscles in a pushing manner, and then extending for the triceps. Hit that center button, you guys, and let's go. Again, 1 minute. I want you to meter beat the meters you got in the last round. Maybe you forgot to look, that's okay, I didn't tell you to. But I do want you to look at that split time. You know where you had it before. Is it lower? At least the same, not higher, right? That's our goal. Drive. Come on. 20 seconds, then 20 seconds off. Come back down. I'll show you again. I'm gonna turn so you guys can see me better. Push up, uneven. So I'm having my right hand on the weight. Then I come up, extend, and down. Just like that. You ready? Let's go. Push up, lift up, extend. Push up, lift up, extend. So triceps work when we straighten the arm. So that's not a very active movement when we're rowing, right? So that's why we're working the triceps, working the chest. The chest is responsible for bringing the arm forward, right? Again, not an active movement when we're rowing. Almost there, guys. You've got less than 15 seconds. Extend, really squeeze like you're chopping with that pinky. Squeeze. One more here. Back up. All right, on the rower, friends. On the rower. We're gonna do the same thing. Move your weight out of the way. 2 skates into that one leg deadlift. This time we'll start at the left end of your mat. Go 1, 2, and come back. Hit the center button, guys. Let's go. Come on, power. Remember that idea of placing your hip bones together, using your abs? Think about that now. Squeeze them together. Skate 1, 2, and then right hand touches the left toe. Remember, you can be in the staggered deadlift. Whew. Let's go. 1, 2, deadlift. 1, 2, deadlift. So also challenging that core, woo, to stop the motion, that lateral motion. Woo. Some balance issues on this side, so I may switch to that staggered deadlift. That staggered deadlift is actually better for me with my hamstring and glute issues, but I love the challenge of the one leg. My hamstrings will just be mad at me tomorrow. Come on, use that control and power. You're exploding. Whew. And then having to stop it. Remember, you can always, of course, just step. That works too. Doesn't have to be an explode. And 20 seconds off. Rest. Next time through, weight is under your left hand. Push up, extend back. So you don't need weights to work muscles, you know that. You need resistance, and sometimes we create that resistance by pushing slowly and hard like we're working through water. Here we go. So we've got this minute, we've got the 1 minute of the uneven push-up, and then we're done with round 1. We'll take a minute off. I'll show you round 2. We'll get right into it. Those hip bones together. Power. push-up with your left hand on the weight. Okay, come on down. Here we go. Uneven, press up, extend. So, I like to do my push-ups on my knees, you know that. But I usually also like to keep my feet up. But I was reading recently about how keeping your toes tucked helps to keep those lower abs active through that push-up, which of course we want. As stabilizers, they're helping to keep those toes grounded. So just add in information, you choose what works for you. Remember, in that triceps extension, your hip bones need to stay pointing to the floor. So you're getting that challenge of the plank as well. 10 seconds, guys. Then you get that minute off. Get some water and rest. 3, 2, 1. All right. Take a breather, take a rest. Let me show you what's happening in round 2. All right. First exercise we're going to do when we come down after round 1 on the rower. Fingertips are going to point to your booty. You're going to press up and kick, then 2 dips, down, down. So I'm actually going to stay on my heels for the whole thing. Press up, press up. So staying on my heels helps activate those glutes and hammies a little bit more than if I just push up. Second exercise, I'm going to show you right now just because we've got a little bit of time. I'm going to put that weight in my right hand, lay down. My left hand is going to come on top. I'm going to bring right elbow to the floor and press up. Now, I'm actually going to do this with my hips off the ground the whole time. And my goal here is to not let those hips rock, okay? So right arm comes down and presses up. My left hand is just a stabilizer. We'll do all that round, hips as high as possible, and then the next round, we'll do the other arm, okay? Woo, breathe, get a little water, strap back in. All right, guys, hit that center button. You've got 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. Remember, by the back of that stroke, I want those arms to barely have to pull because you have so much momentum going from the power in the legs. Rowing is a push through the legs, a pull through the upper body. Okay? So we are working the muscles responsible for making push happen in the upper body and pull happen in the lower body. So triceps, straighten the arm, right? Chest, pecs, pull the arm in. 2 moves that we don't do on a rower. Release. Rest. 20 seconds off. Breathe. We're going down to the floor for those bridge kicks. I'm going to be on my heels. You can be on your feet, whatever you want. Fingertips point to your body. Press up and kick. 2 times. Here we go. 1 and down. 1 and down. Elbows. Elbows. Down and up. Down and up. You got it. Kick. Kick. Down. Straighten. Straighten. Ooh, you got it. Squeeze those abs nice and tight. Feel those hamstrings really working for you. Almost there. And last one. Rest. my total meters just dropped back to what they were in the first round of round 1. So that's not good. That means I'm getting tired. Hit the button, let's go. See if I can drop that split again. Get those meters where I want them. Now, I didn't talk a lot. Maybe I'll just shut up. Down. The weight comes to your right hand on your backs. Remember, we're going to keep the hips up the whole time. Breathe. All right. Extend that arm straight up overhead. Left hand comes to support. Lifts. Here we go. Right upper arm touches the mat. Press up. Touches the mat. Press up. Be aware of what your hips are doing right now. Your goal here is to use the core to keep them stable, to keep them from rocking side to side. Keep pressing high. If you want to really work your hamstrings, straighten your legs out. I can't do that. That's too much for my hammies. If you feel like you can, do it. Exhale. Press. Inhale. Exhale. Come on, guys. You got this for 15 seconds. Exhale. Come on, using those muscles, those push muscles through the upper body. And how do they make the push happen? They pull, right? Come on down. Muscles can only pull. So when I go to push, these pec muscles are pulling my arm forward, okay? All right, back on. We've got one more time through round 2, and then we've got our burner. Hit the button. Let's go. For pulling the leg back, bending the leg up. We don't do that in rowing. Of course, we have to slide in. So as we slide in, they're contracting, but there's no resistance. They're not working against the resistance like when we push out. Here we go, guys. Kicks. Up, up, triceps, down, down. Up, up. Come on. You got it. Letting those hamstrings really work to pull that heel like it's trying to touch your booty. Obviously, it's not going to happen, but you're digging into the mat as though it will. on, you're almost there. 5 seconds. And rest. All right, guys, 20 seconds off. Last time during this round on the rower. This is actually your last 1 minute round. After this, we cut it in half for that burnout round. All right, hit the button. Let's go. Come on, last full minute. Make it your best. Down. All right, press that weight overhead. Right hand stabilizes. Hips lift up. Let's go. Down. Press up. Keep that right shoulder blade on the mat. If you start to feel it rocking up, that's a good sign that your whole body's starting to tip. So you really need to think about pressing into those heels, keeping those hips square to the ceiling, to the sky. Press up. I'm not pulling with my top hand. I'm just keeping that weight stable, pressing my hips up higher. Come on, press them up higher. Inhale down. Exhale up. You've got this, guys. 20 seconds. Come on. Inhale. Exhale. 10 seconds. You're almost there. Then I'm going to show you that burnout we're going to go to. Hips higher. Higher. Squeeze them up. And down. Great job, guys. All right. So for this burnout, it's an AMRAP. It's going to be 4 minutes long. Yep, 4 minutes long. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to row for 30 seconds. Your style, however you want that to be, whether it's that super fast stroke rate or a little bit slower, harder push, keeping that split time low. Then you're going to get off the rower. You are going to have that weight in the center of your mat. You are going to hop or step down into a plank. One push-up, chest to weight. Okay? I want you to touch that weight. Then you're going to press back up if you were on your knees, hop or step in, straighten the legs, and lift up in a deadlift. Back down, back is flat. Okay, I'm not doing this. My knees can have a soft bend. If you don't want to do the deadlift, you can do a squat to pick it up, and then put it down, and then go right back to it. You've got 8 of those. 8 rounds of push-up, chest to weight. Hop in, deadlift or squat. That's 1. When you hop back out to plank, that's going to be 2, okay? 8 of those, 30 seconds on your rower. So go ahead and set that. You've got 4 minutes of this, all right? So go ahead and strap in, grab a sip of water. Hit the center button. We go in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Come on, 30 seconds. That's it. It's going to go by fast. That's one. I'm keeping kind of a between a squat and a deadlift bend in my knees, just because it protects my hammies just a little bit more. That was 3. This is 4. Come on. Here's 5. 6. 7. Last time. 8. Woo! Put it down, back on the rower. Woo! Coming up on 2 minutes. Minute 45 right here. Feel those deadlifts up high in my hamstrings, where I'm not really supposed to feel any pain. So change it to a squat. Some people can do deadlifts till the day they die. My hamstrings have injury, calcification. That's 3. So mine just don't love deadlifts, even though my brain likes deadlifts. That's 4. Halfway. 6. 7. 8. That was kind of sad plank. All right, guys, you literally have 35 seconds. Let's go, hit the button. All out. Let's go, let's finish it. This is the end. Come on, what do you have left? Got it. For 5, 3, 2, 1. I did quit a little early. Woo. Take a stretch. Take a second to just breathe. If you want to row. Whatever you want to do to bring that heart rate down. Sometimes I just want to sit and not actively pull it down. Some days I love to actively pull it down. So you just do what feels right to you today. And then if you're rowing, put that handle down. Come back to straight legs. Begin heel high. Exhale, reach to the toes. So really trying to lengthen through those hamstrings. So like I was saying, in rowing, the hamstrings get activated when we slide in because they're responsible for bending at the knee. But that's not a really, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't focus. It's not very focused work for the hamstring. We're not working against resistance. In rowing, we work against resistance when we push with the legs, so that's quads to straighten, glutes to straighten at the hip.
There's a new part of me.
And then that pull through the upper body. Bend the knees, grab on underneath, round your shoulders. So the pull through the upper body are these upper back muscles. into the shoulders, into the biceps, down even into those forearms. Release the foot stretchers, take one foot out, cross it over the opposite thigh, slide in. So the glutes are responsible for taking the thigh from this position to this position. So they do work a lot in rowing because we go from a push to straighten. But we also need them to help us work when we're working the hamstrings, because in that deadlift, my back went from here to here. So it takes those glutes to pull me up along with the low back muscles. So, whew. And then we already talked about the push action, right? The push action is chest and triceps. And they don't get a lot of work in rowing because, again, of course, we go through that motion, but we aren't actively focusing on them. We're not working against any resistance. Put those feet on the ground. Take your right hand to your left thigh or calf. Other hand comes around, grabs the track, get a nice twist here. And then other side.
You and me, everything I've been through has made us strong.
Good. Grab onto that footboard. Press your hips to the sky. Start maybe with a flat back, kind of like we did in that deadlift. And then as you're starting to feel a little looser, soften through the knees a little bit. And just round and let it all hang. Letting gravity stretch you out. And then round it up. Woo, that's hard on my hammies when they're tired like this. Woo, bring it around behind. Press down, lift away, open the chest. So unround those shoulders, lengthen through those pec muscles that we worked through push-ups, through the one arm chest press. All right, you guys, good job with the anti-row. I'll see you next time. Bye.